Okay, so before we begin this, let me just say this is not a stance on the famous wall one way or another politically. It's something I literally never thought of, and I saw this article today on one of the things they have to consider when building any kind of border or barrier that is non-permeable is the flooding problems, especially because the Rio Grande is right there in most of these locations. And so they've had a few different design problems with this because normally you would let water drain underneath them, and they did that in a few earlier versions of the wall that were built 10-15 years ago. What they found though was that especially drug smuggling was occurring underneath the wall.
Security risk.
So then they put bars, and they were going through the bars, and so then they filled them up, and then these floods happened. And so I thought it was interesting because all the talk of the cost of it and whatnot, I've never heard anybody talk about the potential kind of weather impacts of putting a permanent barrier near a large waterway like this. So I'm not sure where that stands in the current proposals, but again, it's something I never had heard anybody talk about. And this is one of the floods that happened, this is 2008, so these are other versions of border wall that have caused problems because they're not permeable. So anyways, just like any other major engineering project, and the difficulty is you're trying to coordinate between countries.
Right.
On what works for water flow and whatnot.
Right.
It's interesting.
There you go.
You open the
A non-political
floodgates.
take on a political topic. Wow. I'm impressed. Well done.
News and Remain at 5:30 starts right now.